Guess what, everybody? It's time to let you know that foolish pride. When the man is always right, he used to talk but loves to fight. Is that alright? On the probation, he loves us not to pay, but he says that we must pay to take it all away. Is that okay? But I'm asking you, will you stay with me in this land where we are free? Don't you know that it's rough and you have none, but someday we'll be happy in our love. Don't you have to stay inside? I'll just take you through the land of love and lifestyle. Killing Texas citizen while killing samurai. I get right now, see I get right now. Oh, how I need you, baby. Keep me going crazy. I really need you, baby. Need you to stay. Oh, how I love you, baby. These people are so crazy. I really need you, baby. Need you to stay. Hey everybody, guess what? You already know what it is. It's what's the tea? It's what's the tea? It's what's the tea? What's going on, baby? What's really going on? Today it's called My So-Called Kin. And the reason why I call this My So-Called Kin, I have to give a shout out to Starface Barbie. When I saw this shirt, I was like, boo, boo. Oh, I have to put this on one of my shows. But anyways, this is my shirt for today. Someday, my kin will come. That's what it says, ladies and gentlemen. Someday, my kin will come. And, these so-called wannabe kins out there, I have a bone to pick with you. Yes, so, my first bone that I'm just gonna break is when you're in a relationship and you kind of look at a relationship as a book that you're publishing, and when you're publishing this book is going to be a bestseller. It's gonna hit the charts, give you a whole big 4-star, maybe even 5-star if you feel that that's your level of expertise. But considering that half these people have broth that is so spicy, it never really hits the shelves. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all probably watching the show as we speak. So I'm not even gonna mention y'all, but that's how deep it goes. Um, you write this book. It's unwritten, it's unfinished, and you are just going through it, and it just doesn't seem like it's working for you guys. So since it's not working for either parties involved, you feel it best to move on and not continue the situation. For most, it's a thought. It's not only a thought. It's kind of a curiosity. You have to consider the situation. You have to consider the person. You have to consider the people that you're discussing. And being it is that we are all born in vastly different environments of society nowadays, it's really you get what you're looking for and possibly you get what you come to. So it's not basically a big worry, it's more on the lines of like oh, I really don't want him to be caught in my foolishness, and now I gotta move on, and all this hard work that we put into this relationship, I gotta just die.
So I mean, it's got to be something that has to be an inspirational thing to say. Hey, this is done. We're done. So, I don't have a kin. I'm just gonna let you know that now. My kin will come to me someday. But we're not gonna talk about my last kin. My last kin was who knows who it was. But anyway, what I wanted to get, the reason why I brought this subject up was, it's like when you're with a kin that's so strong, it's hard to move to the next, then that's when it becomes a problem. And that's the book that you haven't put on the bestsellers because it's a bright and beautiful thing. Let me explain something to you. When you have a king that doesn't, that puts forth their effort, puts their best foot forward in the situations, don't they do want to work things out and make things work for you and them. Some of them will actually maybe even put blame on you, and you have to be careful of those ones because those ones are blindsiding themselves. What is the motto on this show? Closed-mindedness? No. Open-mindedness? You have to be open-minded when you enter in a relationship. Period. You have to be open-minded. And one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of the boys that and I will say this, a lot of the boys that I've dated weren't as open-minded as I was. And I can say, when it comes to me, I'm a Scorpio, by the way. When it comes to me, I can kind of see why. But, but in the same sense, you need to be open minded with me because I'm going to be open minded about you. And there are going to be some things that you may be afraid to tell me, and I may handle them like a pro. And you may not expect me to handle it in that particular situation and how I handle it because I handled it so professionally because I'm not about to let no foo-foo fluffery come in between what I'm building at home. If you let hell and high water come into your home, then you just you about to drown yourself in sorrow, agony, pain, frustration, and the list goes on. And it's just not worth it for you. I can go down a list of things not to do, and I'm sure you guys can comment on my this video and tell me how you feel as far as that. Really, what I just believe as far as you guys and what I really want to reach out and make sure that this is stressed is that with your kids, just watch them and make sure that they're not drifting because if they drift away, wind blows, you're all the way on the other side of the world, and you may never know how to find them. So I let all my kids know that I'm a very sweet person, but I can also be a very mean person. And I don't want you to see that side. You're supposed to be my love. Not ever supposed to see that side. You're supposed to see, yes, sides of me that others don't see, but it's a reason for that. So, quick London note. visit the show on YouTube. Duh. Because I know a lot of people visit the show just use Facebook, which is fine. Go to YouTube. Get yourself a YouTube account so you can comment on the show. I don't get your feedback. I don't know what you feel. I don't know what topics you want to see from me. Because quite frankly, the last few topics were a few people. And so I had some people involved with helping me figure out topics that people want to talk or want me to speak on. But yeah, I'm trying to stay on schedule. Um, tweet the show. Uh, what's the tea, pal? What's the tea? And definitely you wanna hit me up on Facebook. TheSpiritsoulstar would be the best way to look for me. Except TheSpiritsoulstar is spaced. Spiritual. Yeah, I'm the only one that pops up. No other Spiritsoulstar on Facebook, I assure you. Okay? Don't come at me with no foo-foo fluffy, because I will cuss you out. So, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Okay? Smooches into my future king.